Hi guys. So after all the rain we've had this week, the sun's decided to come out just so I can do this video, and the dogs have come out. So let's start, shall we? So it's quite a good showing on this rose. Try not to fall in my hostas. This is quite nice. This is called Pear. And it has pink on the outside and it opens to white. And let me pause a sec. So the hostas, even though I split them in a heat wave, they've been absolutely great. And they'll just fill out a bit more. And then we have this rose, Theo Clement, I think it's called. That's a real pretty rose. And we have some hardy geranium here called Boom Chocolata. And Tammy, you've got some of this as well. I hope yours is flowering and hasn't been eaten by the rabbits or the deer. We're waiting on some Shastas, which are very close now. And we have still got some Rhapsody in Blue, which flowers for a long time and it's strong scented. Over by the arbour we have 3 different colours of Asiatic lilies. Got the red one, the yellow and the orange. Just behind that, the totally tangerine geum is still going strong, and as you can see, the Vilchenblau Rambling Rose is going crazy at the moment. We have a little bit of Ann Thompson flowering. That's the geranium just there and there. And then if we move up, Wollerton Old Hall, still in bloom. It's a little bit breezy today. Here's Rambling Rector. It's probably about 5 years old now, maybe. And it's one flush, but it flowers for quite a few weeks, and it smells like spices, maybe cloves. It's really nice. Poetic Love has been blooming for a few weeks now. It's still going strong. I'm waiting for some more poppies to bloom. And then we have Belle, what is it? Belle, not Belle de Jour, although I do have that. Belle Reeves. I'll come round. Although I think that needs deadheading now. It's getting a little bit fusty maybe. We have Olivia Rose Austin waiting to do another bloom. Oxford Physics Rose by Peter Beals, that has already bloomed, and it's got a load more starting to flower. Behind that we have Mom in a Million, and then coming forward, I don't know if you saw this last week, this is Blue for You. I did move it. It smells quite nice, quite strong. It was actually just over, just pan round. It was in the shady spot and it flowered fine. No, let's just get the doggies. And hello boys. And it was by this rose just here. That's One Love. It was by there. It was getting hidden away, so I did move it. So anyway, and then here we have Septadile is just starting to open. Just there and there. What else do we have? I don't remember if I showed you this last week. This is a pink salvia. And oh, I don't think, excuse the wind, it's a bit breezy today. I don't think you saw Gabriel Oak last week. I think he was thinking about opening. I've had him 2 or 3 years and he's very pretty colour. I don't know why I'm saying it's a he. Could be a she, I don't know. And then the valerian's done really good this year because it's lovely and thick. Oh, and we have some, just going through the flowers. That's another Gertrude Jekyll about to open just there. Okay. And then, I think I said last week, Francis E. Lester, which is an American rose. Francis E. Lester was actually a UK rose breeder. He moved to America. And that Rambler's doing really well. We have another foxglove. I have one whole delphinium looking all sad on its own, but Trev does have some in the middle border. And then Boscobel is doing some more flushing because I did deadhead it. And what else is that? Let's have a look. Oh, One Love. I've been waiting for quite a few weeks for this. Been teasing me. Been sitting like this for weeks and weeks. And finally opened. And I do find it's pretty much pest free, at least it is for me. Sometimes it flowers in January, I don't know why. It obviously just really wants to flower. Okay. Thought I'd do a little shot looking down to the pond just because it's super pretty. Everything's just looking really nice right now. And if I pan round to, oh, I can see doggies again. You a good boy? Yeah. That's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. That's my dog voice, don't mind me. I am a crazy dog rider. But they're crazy dogs, so it's fine. So, middle border. Oh, this has done really well this year. This is I'm forgetting the name. Bring Me Sunshine. Yeah, this is Bring Me Sunshine, which I might have showed you last week. Yeah, Trevor's had this a few years now. It smells a little bit, in my opinion, like the Poet's Wife, which hasn't bloomed yet. I'm waiting on her and a few others. And then Timeless Charisma just keeps going. Just keeps going. Peace, I don't know if you saw it last week. It's gone over now, that one. There's another one starting. And Trevor's really happy with that because last year it didn't bloom at all, so we moved it and it's perked right up. And then we've got some Princess Alexandra of Kent, drooping all weird. Hang on, get my hand. She's way too pretty. There she is. Okay. And this geranium I had from a dog walker a few years ago. It self-seeds everywhere, which is fine because you can just whip it out if you don't want it. And we've got iceberg just there. One of Trevor's delphiniums just here. A few more lurking behind the crocosmia. And here we've got Virginia McKenna, and she's getting swamped a little bit by the perennial sunflowers, but Trevor will probably pull some of them up because they're quite easy to just whip out at the roots. So there's another view of the garden. It's looking quite colourful, but I still have quite a lot of roses to open. And here is the mock orange, which does look a little bit like roses, and that's really pretty. We have some Mexican fleabane just here. Some Paul's Himalayan rambling rose here, which Trev is going to trail all the way along this fence, and then next year he's probably taking the honeysuckle down because it's got quite woody. This big beast is a few Japanese anemones, which will probably flower in a week or two. And then we have a few foxgloves and a dog. And another dog, I think, is watering the plants. And I think that is probably it for today. So I shall see you next week.